Hello everyone, and welcome back to VTuber Skitty Plays Canon. In last episode, oh yeah, I know you stupid girl. I smash a desk and I pick up a book and I throw a book out the window. She's a right skunk in it. Some chav's jeering voice. Fortunately she hears. Is the last straw too late for that? I probably seem no better than those idiots now. It is slowly dragging herself over towards me. Weren't you the one who said we had to hurry? He said you'd brush your teeth, not brush the floor. Yes, I know. How have you been coping so far? Don't tell me you haven't been brushing at all. No, I have, but just not now. There's been something odd about you recently, is what I think of saying. But I can't. I feel like something is suddenly going to collapse if I do. Are the joints in your legs bending both ways or something? Of course not, they feel kinda funny. She taps her toes curiously against the floor. Inside that pursue the matter. Sunday, January 24th. I must needs address something I said last episode. Said things don't seem so bad, meanwhile Makoto is slowly deteriorating. Like I don't know why I said it. I think it was my joking. But I am aware of all the hints of Makoto slowly deteriorating. That's why I called myself out in editing last episode. Heck, I've been noticing the signs even long before we even started Makoto's route. Back when we were still in the common route. Part of me is like Yuichi. He has been noticing and pointing it out in his inner monologues. But he's scared to admit it out loud. In his mind, Makoto is like, if you've ever had a friend or a loved one have cancer, they slowly start to deteriorate and get weaker and weaker. But I don't want you to make a fuss about it. Who even notice it? They want you to treat them normally. And pretend not to notice. Yuichi is scared that if he starts freaking out and changing the way he treats her, he'll change everything, make her slowly dying more of a reality. I honestly don't think I'd be able to watch Makoto go through this. I had a cat named Kit. I had her since 2005. And in 2024 we found a lump on her. But my ex being the lazy a-hole he is, he didn't want to take her to the vets. One day out of nowhere she rapidly began to deteriorate. She couldn't even move, all she could do was move her front paws in a bicycle motion. While gasping for air. She passed away on the way to the vets. Makoto has slowly been losing feeling in her legs ever since the common route. Like I think the first instance was when she fell at the door when watching Yuichi leave. She starts falling over more and more. Yuichi used to make fun of her for it, but even last episode when she fell over she mentioned how her legs feel weird. So as Makoto deteriorates more, maybe I can keep up with the jokes. Maybe Yuichi could, but I won't be able to. Let's continue, shall we? Today being Sunday. I didn't bother to set my alarm last night. Come morning, I'd completely forgotten it and ended up sleeping in far longer than I would like. It's a knock at my door that finally arouses me. Still asleep, master? You're slipping. I roll over. The door enters my field of vision. A frame for Nayuki's stupid little dog face. How is you? What time is it? Nearly lunchtime. What's for lunch? A sleepy voice drifts out from somewhere around my chest. Oh no. Nayuki's gonna get the wrong idea. Oops, I forgot Makoto was in here too. In my bed. Huh? Did you say something? Yeah, I can watch for lunch, you stupid dog. Taco spaghetti. Salted. Alaskan pollock roe? Are we eating rogadins? There must be something wrong with Nayuki's hearing. The dumb dog. Saito managed to convince her that Makoto's muffled voice was my own. It's lucky for me that the girl in my bed with me is tucked away, invisibly under my quilt, not even nursing me masturbating. Oh, sounds nice. I'll be right down here. Ow! Ow! Yeah, ow! Totally out. What the heck, Yuichi? He's tended to... He's tended to flipping Kaioi or something. Like totally ow, I like feels so like ow today. Totally. Like how about you, Nayuki? Have you like been totally ow like recently? I don't think you can use that word like that. You are not Kaioi. Just get out, will you? Were you planning to watch me masturbate? Yikes. This finally gets rid of her. She remembers to close the damn door. For you. I wait until the sound of her footsteps have disappeared. Pull myself out from under the quilt. Makoto. Yanking away the quilt reveals her fast asleep, curled up with Piero. There's a stream of drool coming out of her little mouth. She's managed to hear lunchtime menu while even half asleep. She's probably eating taco spaghetti right now in her dreams. The fat little pig. That afternoon, I wandered down to the store with Makoto. Feel like we have to go out. Can't stand the oppressive atmosphere at home. That crushing claustrophobic feeling. There's nothing to do with Auntie or Nayuki. They've both been incredibly kind. The problem is entirely ours. The situation is just complicated right now. That's all. I would love a big pile of steaming pork one right now. Don't say that. Auntie is waiting for us for dinner, you dumb fat pig. You are trying to tell me you don't like her food, are you? Then no, but... Ow! Makoto's hands are showing absolutely no sign of recovery. Quite the opposite. She seems to be getting worse and worse, even at the simplest tasks. What's wrong with me? She gazes at them. You're probably just exhausted. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be back to normal eventually. Here. She clenches them weakly into fists, and then lowers them, and smiles up at me with a faint forced smile. Her expression is completely devoid of spirit. Come on, I'll buy you something. I say without thinking. Guess we're just trying to find a way to cheer her up, even for a little while. Ow! There must be something you want to write. Tell me what it is and I'll buy it. I don't understand. Why are you being so nice? She steps back, clearly considering my sudden generosity more than little Arminius. Flipping speech impediment and dyslexia. I'm so sorry, guys. No reason. I just got more money than I need. I don't need to squander it like you do, you dumb pig. Really? Really? I don't have anything else I want to do. I don't have anything else I want to buy this month. So I'll get you whatever you want. Ow! You mean I can ask for anything I want? Oh yeah, I just said that. Clean your ears out, you dumb pig. I'm out looking a rifle for my wallet in my back pocket. I hope I haven't promised more than I can deliver. In Birmingham. She'll probably take me to that. She'll probably take that to me. She can ask for something ridiculously expensive. And begin to get a little, well, very worried. In Birmingham. Ow! Yuichi! Seems like Makoto has already found something she likes. She calls me over to the nearby store window. What, have you found something already? Yes, it is. She's pointing at the display case that apparently holds girly accessories. Within its narrow conflicts, I catch a glimpse of something faded looking. Hair slides and brooches. They seem to be the cheap and nasty sort. What on earth are these? Are you trying to be a cheap Birmingham hooker? I'm not entirely surprised. Upon looking up at the shop sign, to see the words within 100 yen. That's like 1p. 1 pence in Birmingham. Probably. It's one of those 100 yen shops. I like this one. She's picked one of them up. There's a bit of elastic with a couple of stupid dumbbells tied to it. My guess is it's some sort of stupid hairband. Or particularly on utilarium. But though I doubt anyone would get excited about something stupid and ghastly like this. Come on. You want a hairman, then at least let me get you one nice one from a decent store that doesn't make you look like a cheap Birmingham hooker. Ow! Why can't I have this one? She gives a startled cry as I pull her arm. Yuichi likes her bells like I do. Just let her have a bell accessory. Maybe she can have a color too. Look, you're not going to be getting many presents out of me. But you really want to waste it on a place like this? But I like this. So saying, she slips her wrist through it. It jingles faintly as he shakes her little hand. See, isn't it so cute? Don't you think so? I think it makes you look like a cheap Birmingham hooker. As I keep saying. I think it just looks like a cheap Birmingham hooker. But she does really seem to like it. I give up. Seems to be making her happy, so I guess there's no real reason to object. I just don't get you. Are you really sure that's all you want? Yoshi? Alright then. I'll go pay for it. Okay. 100 yen worth of junk that doesn't feel like a real present. But Makoto seems to be enjoying a stupid little self just wagging her little wrist next to her ear and listening to little jingles. It's a rather pathetic sight. But it still manages to rise a smile in me. Maybe I can find some satisfaction in this too. After dinner, I check up on Makoto and find her on her back in her room. Put on my coat and prepare to go out. What are you up to? Someone addresses me as I tie my shoes. I turn around and there's Nayuki. In her pajamas. We haven't seen his pajamas in a while. Oh, it's just you again. You dumb dog. Are you going out, master? Yeah, thought I might go out for a jog, you know. Right now, all of a sudden. I've been worried about my waistline lately. Care to join me so we both don't become fat little pigs? I'm not worried about my waistline, master. Fine. I'll just go by my lonesome. What about that girl? Why don't you take her with you? Aiki? Are you jealous? Of Makoto? She just keeps getting in my way by tripping over everything. She's not that childish. Yeah, whatever. I guess she isn't really a child, is she? She's a flipping fox. I rise and open the door. The hallway inhales the chilly evening air. I won't be long, shouldn't be more than an hour. Okay, I'll have the bath ready. Later, you dumb dog. Pull my hood up and step outside. I'm bound for the hillside. If I seek, I might find something. Some clue. Something that can help me stop that something which is taking place within Makoto's body. Perhaps even something that could keep her human forever. I'm a coward, a wretch. Selfish, greedy. Thinking only of my own feelings. Yuichi! You're ugly self aware now. You're ugly getting character development? Finally? 21 episodes in? I'm just trying to avoid having to suffer when she leaves. I just want to be here forever. For the second time, I arrive on the hillside under the cover of darkness. The streetlights don't reach up here. The road is a patchwork of moonlight and utter blackness. As though the scenery were incomplete. Suddenly I feel unreal, as though the very ground beneath my feet is swaying. The only tenuous link I has to stable reality is a distant grid of lights, and that is the town. What now, I wonder? What should I be looking up here for? Is there something here that could save Makoto? I don't have any idea even where to start. I'm only here with a rim. Really, because this is the one place that obviously links Makoto to me. Of course I don't have a plan. Nor am I going to gain anything by standing around like a lemon. If my time is limited, I can't afford to waste it. So I strike out at random across the meadow. I crunch and scrouch through the shadows. The snow at my feet, crushing, melting, soaking as a wool. Nothing grabs my eye. There's nothing here. Just twigs and pebbles, moss and fallen leaves. No life either. No animals. Nothing. If I turn around, nothing moves but my own faint shadow. I scour the area as thoroughly as I can, searching everywhere but in the most impenetrable trinkets, thickets. Then I stand and breathe out a long white sigh. It's settled. There's nothing here. They'll stay a little longer. I stand here staring into space. What else can I possibly do here? I don't know, but nevertheless I'm right because the stupid floating calculator in the bottom corner told me to. Then behind my back, the tinkle of a bell. She's standing there behind me. Makoto? Did she follow me? Didn't even notice. Idiot. Don't remember. I went over and grabbed her, wrapping my arms around her little body. You must be freezing. Come on, let's get you home. Yashi, home. If nothing else, it's almost dangerously cold out here. We should hurry. Okay, we should hurry. Linger for a little while longer. I'll hurry back home. Yuichi, You're an idiot. I'm kinda curious. What happened to Lingvo a little while longer? You know, said he's an idiot. Her eyes are shut. And her lips. So unbearably cold. So unnecessarily cold. Because a stupid cat girl is forcing her to stay out here. I feel bad now, I'm sorry. When human intimacy means warmth, my heart reacts to her as it would to any human. I don't know what she came for, but I know what I want to give her as a human. I clasp her body to mine. She panics. Maybe she doesn't know what she's supposed to do. Not that I'm exactly an expert. What I know is what I've heard. And I don't believe this course of action is as shameful as rumor might claim. Because of the unique situation I've been placed in. Perhaps that's why it doesn't feel like anything wrong. What are you talking about, Yuichi? And that we've allowed one another so freely into our respective territories? What are you talking about? Constitutes an mutual consent? Not to mention that Mikoto, normally so defensive, has surrendered her little soulful to my arms. If not actively, then at least without active resistance. Yuichi? No. That's not how consent works. I'm gonna have to send some Eagle this. Her shirt rolls up smoothly over the of her chest, exposing her skin to the color of the night air. My hands are... Their size, their warmth. Can I be saying this? Is this okay to be said on YouTube? She whimpers. There is hard to guess whether it's because of the cold, because of the embarrassment. I wink reassuringly. I'm sorry, Yuichi, but... No. You can't just wink reassuringly. You weirdo. Still squatting on the ground, I turn her little body over. It seems the simplest way to access the inside of her skirt. Yuichi! Stop! I could have just lifted her hips and pulled those inconvenient panties. But she's so light that this is no harder. Yuichi! Stop it! I'm feeling uncomfortable, Yuichi. This is my daughter. My skirt and one of her bare little legs. They encounter thin cloth over burning skin. I grope up for the edge, and I hook my nails under it and gently ease them down. What are you talking about, Yuichi? Mikoto's underwear merges, wrapped around her little thighs. disposing that which a girl should hide most carefully. But I'm a douche, I'm not going to let her hide it. I'm just going to like skitty start on this hill. Because I'm a horny douche, I guess. With the night and the awkward angle. That region is largely obscured from my sight. I leave her panties in the crooks of her knees. Next, like gingerly towards a hidden region. From what I've heard, that's what the next base is meant to involve. It being so obscured, and her body bent in so many places. This involves blind exploration. My fingertips reach. This is very awkward reading, I'm so sorry guys. As my application of force starts propelling my and begins applying pressure into her little body, she moans. Yuriichi. Without further. This time up and down. My fingertips encounter her. Makoto's body convulses as I touch something small and apparently sensitive. Don't do that. Stop it, Yuriichi, stop me. She gasps, but she doesn't even try to stop me, let alone run away. She keeps her little body steady and available. I press my They slide in, I feel them enveloped. First by warm flesh, then hot mucus. That I assume means there's no more need for these fingers. Despite the cold. Yuriichi, no, don't do this. Despite the cold, I produce my own burning and expose it to the air. Let's go. In Birmingham. Makoto doesn't respond, except with a faint "ow." She remains motionlessly waiting, and I apply myself to her again, now using a tool that is somewhat larger than a finger. Yuriichi. I doubt it. I move as carefully as I can to minimize the discomfort she is feeling. Breathing deeply, I slide in. Ow. I can see her face from the back here, but the clouds of breath around her head are as white as mine. She remains stationary in this doggy pose, submitting to my which feels strange, unnaturally, boring into her heart. But it's the only tangible thing which connects us now. And that connection is why I'm doing this. Don't try to justify yourself, Yuichi. Weakening out my body and increased awareness of the cold in my in my exposed areas. How would the end of this? But for the little time I can continue to hold on to her, continue to move into her. And she, for her part, has grown silent, perhaps with the lack of breath, continues to cling to me. Makoto. I utter her name and clench her tight. And with that we become one. That the connection is shatteringly weak. But while the connection lasts, we can continue to exist in a perfect mutual understanding. With this enlightenment, I yield. When next I look, Fakato is curiously dabbing with a finger at the white fluid that dribbles onto her thigh. Then she's lifting the little finger to her nose and sniffing at it. Don't do that, you stupid pig. But it's weird. She stares at the fluid on her fingertip. True to her promise, Naiki has a bath waiting for us when we get home. And we need a bath after that. Even I feel dirty. Of just reading it. That was so dirty. And when we've both taken our turns, Hondi calls us into the kitchen. It must have been cold outside. Don't ask many awkward questions. Like where I've been or why and if I took Makoto's virginity. No, she just puts down some water on the boil. They should make sure you don't catch your death of cold. Thanks a lot, Auntie. I really do feel indebted to her. You're welcome. Here you go, you dumb pig. She pours a mysterious milky liquid into a teacup. Careful, his heart. What's this? She sniffs at it, just like the white liquid from earlier. Ginger tea. Ginger tea, some Japanese word, is a thick sweetened infusion of ginger and various flavorings. The recipe differs from family to family, and the ingredients can range from herbs to dried fruit to spirits. Being a warming drink, it's often used to stave off the cold and other such elements. Ginger, like my hair, to warm you up. The flavor is strange, sweet yet spicy. It's not a taste I'd expect Makoto would like, but she bravely drinks it without even a murmur of complaint. I savor mine. For some reason, the scent of ginger is strangely nostalgic. Having nothing better to do, feel just like sitting here till bedtime, Monday, January the 25th. So you know what that means, everyone. Thanks everyone for watching. If you manage to get past the awkward 18 plus scene, leave an 18 plus symbol in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to become one of my skittins. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams. And don't forget to follow me on Blue Sky for updates.
A wish star in a candy jar, twinkling bright like a neon guitar, chasing dreams with the moon as my guide. Every step, the universe open wide.